In this video, I'm going to talk about writing groups. You probably already know why writing groups are important, so I'm going to talk about some ways you can get the most out of your relationships. Stay tuned. Most writers understand early on that it's a good idea to make friends with other writers. Many of you watching may already have a writing partner or belong to a writing group. Writing groups are a fantastic way to build relationships and get better at your craft and marketing. I've been a part of a lot of writing groups, probably 10 to 15 over the course of my career, and I can count on 2 fingers the number of groups that were actually beneficial to me in my writing career. Right now I have a local writing partner that I meet every week. We talk about what's going on with our careers, we hold each other accountable, and we sometimes write short stories that we share with each other in order to practice our craft. I'm also in a mastermind group with 5 other like-minded writers, and we meet once a month to talk about technical stuff, business, marketing, and other tips that we stumble upon. We'll sometimes discuss stories, but not so much. But what about those other groups I was a part of? Why didn't those ultimately work out for me? 2 reasons. All of the groups I joined fell into one or both of the following categories. If you're thinking about joining a writing group, or if you're in a writing group that has the problems that I'm going to talk to you about, you may need to start looking elsewhere. So here they are. Problem number 1, it's a workshop. Okay, some people are going to get mad at me for saying this, but one of the least effective ways to use a writing group is for workshop critiques. For example, you take the first chapter of your work in progress, give it to a group of 5 people who basically tear it apart and help you put it back together. You might think that's useful, but it's not. Some of the worst advice I ever relied on was given to me in workshops. If you're a new writer, workshops are the #1 way to kill your creativity. In fact, my entire career languished for years because I thought I needed workshops. I suffered from all kinds of misinformation and writing rules that weren't even true. And if you're mad at what I'm saying right now, ask yourself this: why do you need a workshop? If you don't think that your work can stand on its own without someone else looking at it, then you're using workshops out of fear. And as I've said in previous videos, when you make decisions based on fear, you're setting yourself up for trouble. This is, of course, my opinion, but I've seen far too many writers get chewed up and spit out by workshops. Skip them. Your mental health as a writer depends on it. When I stopped doing workshops, that's when my career took off. I lost a lot of friends in workshops, of course, who didn't agree with the direction I took my career, and many of those people, unfortunately, are stuck right now and can't figure out why. Oh well. So yes, I'm speaking from experience here. Problem number 2 is different experience levels. I've also been part of groups in the past where I was the only one who was serious about writing. Nothing against the people in those groups, but I needed to be around people who were at a similar level as I was, and who were actually serious about writing, not sitting around and talking about how they were going to write a novel someday. You don't want to be that experienced writer in a group. If so, you may start to feel that you're not getting any value. Seek out people on your level. You also run into issues because other people in the group are learning from you, but you might not be getting what you need. Plus, it becomes harder to distance yourself from the group the longer you develop that relationship. So save yourself some trouble and focus on groups with writers who are at your level, maybe a little ahead. This way you'll grow together and you'll be able to help each other along the way. I hope I don't sound cold or mean in this video, but if there's one thing I've learned in my career so far, it's that the people who surround you are important. Like the old adage goes, pick your writing friends like you pick your fruit. So beware of the problems above when you're looking for a new writing group. In your group, make sure you talk about business, marketing, and other elements of being a writer as well. I found, personally, that the best moments happened when we weren't talking about storytelling. Because that's the ultimate goal when you join a writing group, to make friends. Avoid the problems I talked about in this video and you'll build a network of people who will challenge you to keep growing. That's it for this video. If this is your first time watching, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on the channel. And if this video helped you in some way, click the like button. It helps me spread the word about the channel. Thanks for watching.